Hey everyone, welcome to this video. My name is Colin, and what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be doing some DAW tests. So just a week or two ago, I saw a couple people on a social media platform saying how they were moving from Logic Pro to Pro Tools because it sounded better to them, and their guitars, when they were recording in their guitars felt better. They said the sound was flatter or something like that, and among some other reasons, which are valid. Um, but what I want to do today is I want to go through and show people that they do not, in fact, sound different. Um, Not to throw anybody under the bus, not to make any accusations or you need to return to Logic or anything weird like that. I just want to show um, I want to show people that their DAW is not bottlenecking their tone or how good their parts sound, or people don't have to worry like, oh man, I just got this remote recording gig. But I'm really worried because I'll be recording the files in Logic, and I don't know if I send them off, if they're going to sound as good as if I was recording in Pro Tools. But I can't afford Pro Tools, and I want to show that that's literally not even a thing. There absolutely, if you work quicker in a DAW, if a DAW is more inspiring to you than another DAW, or if a certain DAW or its functions or its look or whatever makes you play better, makes you record better parts, makes you work faster, have a less frictioned workflow, then that is what is going to make you sound better. Um, and I'll just say this, and I say this in love, that confirmation bias is a very, very, very real and powerful thing. So, in a nutshell, do Logic and Pro Tools or any other DAWs sound different from each other? Short answer is no. Longer answer is yes, because you can convince yourself that the grass is always going to be greener on the other side. And I might get pushback from this, but there are so many videos, ones that are better than mine, the one I'm recording right now, so many forum posts and Reddit dives that have gone over this and over this and over this. Every single DAW, except for maybe one or two. I think one of them is, I think it's the Harrison Mix Bus DAW, I think is what it is. That one is specifically, and it's advertised as such, if I'm remembering right. It's advertised to sound like like their console, and that's one thing, and that's really cool. I've never tried it, but that's really cool. But all of their DAWs are meant to, they are purposed to record an accurate representation of your audio and send it back out the exact same way. You might see this if you research this yourself, but math doesn't lie. When audio comes in and it's a one, and then it goes down and it's a zero, you don't have more colored ones and zeros than another doll. It is the math is math, which is math and math and math. And so I want to show you that today in a very, very simple and guitar centric way. Also, I'm not going to be making any cuts in this video, so please forgive um, any stumbles or falling over my words like I feel like I'm doing right now, because I want it to be very transparent that I'm not doing any recording tricks. I'm not swapping files. You're going to watch me do everything right here on the screen. So let's get started. Uh, I'm recording my system audio, my voice audio in Reaper. I am going to be recording a small guitar part in Luna, and we will just set that up. Now, oops, that is not what I meant to do. Stand by. So I'll be going back and forth through console as well so I can hear my mic. This is what I meant to do. I'm going to record into Luna because I want Luna to be or I want it to be like a middle ground between Pro Tools and Logic. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate this. I keep losing my microphone, and I'm going to grab my guitar behind me. I have my guitar DI into my Apollo with a little Neve 1073 on it just for a little texture. Actually, nope, it didn't. It reset it. That's fine. We'll just do this. All right, we're just gonna record very short, like couple bars, not even to the click or anything, just so we have some kind of signal in here to do something with. So this is what we're gonna do. Just like that. I'm gonna trail off a little bit. All right, let me grab my mic monitoring back, make sure everything is still recording because I have a lot of moving parts right now. Whoops. Just want to make sure it saw the DAW audio. I'm actually not sure. Let's just see here. There you go. I am not sure if it played that into Reaper before, um, but that's what it sounded like if you couldn't hear it. I'm not sure what it's showing or not. So what we're going to do now is we're going to export. That all looks good. We're going to export it to this folder. And now we are going to go open, we're going to open Logic. Open Logic Pro. Check that. Okay. See 96. Oh, that looks good. I'm going to change it to that so that it hopefully doesn't mess up my mic setup right now. Oh, wait. Nope. That is not what I need to be doing. There we go. That one. All right. No input. Now we're going to grab the Luna file, drop it in here, turn this stuff off. Let's see if we can hear it. Okay, well, I now understand why we cannot, but that should not be a problem. So we are going to export this into, whoops, DAW test, trim, silence it in, none of that stuff. We're going to name it logic file. All right. Make sure it gets in there, play it real quick. Okay. And now, oops, sorry, again, I'm just trying to not make any cuts because I don't want to, I want this to be as transparent as possible. Pro Tools, open up Pro Tools. It might take a minute. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Taking forever. Pro Tools intro. 'Cause I won't pay for you, my friend. Okay, we're on wave 96, 24. Oops. Okay, DAW test. Ooh, DAW tests. Because I forgot the T. All right. And so now we will load in the Luna file. Because Luna is our Switzerland. Make sure that's all the way backed up. And now we are just going to, oh, where'd it go? It's over here. Bounce it. So this is going to be Pro Tools file is a wave at 2496 to DAW test. I'm going to bounce. Make sure got in there. It sure did. All right, now I'm going to come back to Luna. And then, so we already have the Luna file in there. Oops, dang. So we're going to drop the Logic and the Pro Tools file in. Keep current BPM. It made the monitoring from my mic go off again. And real quick, I need to see. Okay. Okay, so it's going in there. Just making sure that this send to the virtual is working, but it looks like it was. Okay, so we are going to play the Logic file and the Pro Tools file together. So I'm going to mute the Luna file. I'm going to play these two together, and I'm going to mute, not mute. I'm going to flip the polarity of one of them. So here we go. And now flip. And there you go. Logic file, Pro Tools file, null completely. And let's mute. So we'll do the Luna and the Pro Tools one. I'll flip the Luna one this time. Completely gone. All right, and now I will do Logic and Luna, and I'll flip the Logic one. And they're gone. So, and this proves, again, that Luna isn't doing anything either inherently. All of Luna's sauce is in the extensions that it comes with or you can purchase for it, which do sound very, very good. And so there you have it. And the reason I kept flipping between all of them is because I didn't want there to be any accusation of like, well, you're only doing, one of them if you did these together, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, that's what it is. So recap, we recorded into Luna, exported from Luna, put Luna into Logic, exported through Logic, put the Luna one to Pro Tools, exported through Pro Tools, brought them all back into Luna, flipped the polarity on all of them. They all null to each other perfectly. I'm sure there would be somebody that would argue to me, well, it's different when you record into the audio engine, blah blah blah. Like, that's not. I mean, there's no difference between putting a file in or capturing the file because it's all going through the audio engine. It's all going through the mixing engine. You're not hitting anything on the way in. If you're hitting something on the way in, then the DAW is messed up and it needs to be fixed. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing correctly. So I mean, I don't know what else to do in this video beyond that. I will say again, no shade to anybody. This was not a shade video. This was not a gotcha. This is I want there to be clarity for other players and not just guitar players, but for anybody who's wanting to use or thinking about what DAW to use, or maybe you're solidly in Pro Tools or Logic or Luna or Ableton or Reaper or whatever, and you're thinking, well, oh my gosh, well, Pro Tools sounds better than Logic, and then Luna sounds better than Pro Tools, and Reaper sounds better than all of them. Like, which one do I use, or am I missing anything when I'm not using one? And the reality is that you're not. The only thing you're missing is that there might be certain features or workflows that one DAW might hold over the other. Or like, I mean, for me, for instance, like I love Logic. Logic feels at home for me. Logic works well. I'm quick in Logic. I love the way it looks. I love the way it functions. I love where everything is and how to get to everything. And so I work super quick in Logic. It's inspiring. It makes me do better when I'm recording versus Luna, Pro Tools, Logic. For me, feel really claustrophobic, really tight. And again, not sound wise, just like workflow wise. Like, I don't love the way that Luna looks, but I like the way Luna works or looks better than Pro Tools. Reaper is kind of an anomaly to me. Reaper's a little scary, hence the name. Just and so if I were to work in any of these, which I've done a fair bit of work in Luna, if I were to do a lot of work in any of these other than Logic, I'm gonna work slower. It's not gonna be as inspiring. Um, Not to say I won't still play my instrument well, but um, it's just not gonna feel as good or as inspiring. But when I get into Logic, it's just like feels like a uh, feels like a I don't know, a nice fitting glove. Fits like a glove. That's why that's a saying. It just feels good. It works good. But do not stress over a DAW because you think whatever you do is going to sound better in one DAW over the other. Because we just showed everything nulls. I might have not explained what a null test is up front. I think I tried to do that in a last recording that I tried to do of this, and I realized something wasn't working, something wasn't going somewhere audio wise, and so I had to re-record everything. But um, basically, a null test is what we just did, where you take the same audio file and then you flip the polarity, and since it's the same, it'll cancel out. Or in different cases, if you have an audio file that is extremely similar to another one, you can flip the polarity and see how much they cancel out. It can help you find the differences in what's happening in it. Um, and so that's what a null test is. If you have an audio wave that's going up and you copy it and you flip it to where now it's going down and they come together, they literally do this. It it cancels each other out and then it becomes nothing, which is what we just saw. Um, so thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, comment. If you think I did something wrong and all dolls really do sound different, please explain to me why. I will vehemently disagree, but I will say use whatever doll makes you more inspired, and have fun making music. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.